Now on 4 News Now at 6, fireworks are on sale in parts of Spokane County. We'll explain where and when you are allowed to set them off.
Grab your sunblock and your bottles of water. I'm tracking a major warm-up on the way. I'll show you when we're going to hit 90 degrees and even the triple digits in your first alert forecast.
And we sat down with the mom and dad of one of the University of Idaho murder victims, how they feel about the trial date set for next year, and concerns over people profiting off of the tragedy tonight at 6:30. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Derek Dice has the night off. It is almost the 4th of July, and many are looking to celebrate with a bang. The sale and use of fireworks, though, is illegal in the city of Spokane and other unincorporated areas of the county. But if you live in Airway Heights, you're in luck. Marissa Rio is live there now. And Marissa, today is the first day of the sale of fireworks allowed in Airway Heights, correct?
That's right, Kirsten, and there are several fireworks stops all along Sunset Highway. I'm at the one in the Yokes parking lot right now, and it's been pretty busy. I've seen quite a few families inside picking out their favorite fireworks for the 4th of July. Now, while the sale of the fireworks are permitted here, you can only light them on the 4th of July between 8 a.m. and 12 midnight. Stevens County is another area that allows fireworks with restrictions, and one stand there is doing something special with their proceeds.
What have you done?
I don't remember. You always just pick them out for me. So.
For 8 years, Devin Bauer has been running the fireworks stand in Suncrest. He's locally known as the head coach for Lakeside High School's football team. And from the outside, his stand may look like your typical fireworks shop, but inside holds years of tradition.
And there's been 3 head coaches, and it's been passed down from each head coach.
The stand serves as a fundraiser for the Lakeside High School's football team.
Football's an expensive sport. It goes for team bonding meals. We just purchased new goalposts with it last year. It goes to safety equipment, shoulder pads, knee pads, all that kind of stuff.
The stand is open until the 4th and has almost any firework you need to light up your holiday.
I just need something that shoots off a whole bunch at the end, you know?
And 100% of every dollar sold goes towards the Lakeside High School Eagles. As families begin to browse the fireworks collection in Airway Heights, the fire department wants to remind you, only light them on 4th of July between 8 a.m. and 12 midnight.
We should also maintain a safe distance between the spectators or the viewers who are not actively discharging, have them a safe distance away in case a firework is to blow or discharge in a wrong direction.
Chief Makala also says to never light the firework in your hand. It should be set on the ground first or on a stand.
There are also burn restrictions now put in place across Spokane County. Chief Makala says this means people need to also be careful with where they choose to light their fireworks. He said to not light fireworks in tall, dry, uncut grass. For more safety tips and rules on the sale and use of fireworks here in Airway Heights, you can visit our website at KXLY.com. Live in Airway Heights, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Marissa. Well, if you're missing the thrill of setting off your own fireworks, don't worry. There are plenty of dazzling professional fireworks shows that you can catch. There will be shows at Riverfront Park, Vista Stadium, the Liberty Lake Pavilion, and in downtown Coeur d'Alene. And while you're enjoying the fireworks Thursday, you don't want to forget about these guys, your pets. Furry friends and the 4th of July don't always mix well. It's probably one of the scariest days of the year for a lot of dogs. And according to Scraps, the loud noises can cause them to run away and potentially get hurt. To help your pets feel more comfortable, Scraps says it's better to leave them inside, preferably near a television. The organization says that the TV will help soften the jarring noises of fireworks. You can also ask your veterinarian for medications and techniques that can help with your pet's fear and anxiety. And the Idaho Office of Highway Safety also wants people to be on alert and be safe while you're on the roads on Independence Day. The department says so far at least 105 people, 103 if you look at your screen there, have died in crashes in the Gem State. Our actions behind the wheel are the only way we can prevent this senseless loss of life on our roads. That's according to Josephine Middleton, the highway safety manager. Plan a sober ride like a designated driver, especially if you're celebrating the holiday far from home. The department also says it's partnering with multiple law enforcement agencies across Idaho to crack down on drunk driving. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's thinking ahead as many of you are making your 4th of July plans.
We are going to have a warm, sunny, beautiful 4th of July. This is a look at your forecast Thursday, a high of 87 degrees, blue skies and sunshine, winds generally less than 10 miles per hour throughout the day. Just perfect for those 4th of July festivities, although a little bit on the dry side. And we are going to warm up and see temperatures into the 90s on Saturday, and that is just the beginning of our warming trend. I'll be talking more about that later in the news. But first, we are enjoying some very comfortable temperatures today. 80 degrees in Spokane today. We topped out just about average, if not a little bit above. Different story in North Idaho. You'll notice cooler in Coeur d'Alene at 77, 76 in St. Mary's, and only in the 60s in Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. That is where we have more clouds and even a few showers. Here's a look now at the Sandpoint Byway. Overcast conditions, and we have had some showers off and on. Not the thunderstorms that we had yesterday, although there have been a few rumbles of thunder, not as feisty on our radar right now. We are just seeing the very last of some showers moving off to the east. We will have a repeat performance again tomorrow afternoon, another round of spotty showers, and that will keep the temperatures a little bit cooler there, and then we'll start warming up. Now this evening, 79 degrees at 7 o'clock. We'll be into the 60s by 11 with mostly clear conditions. I will be back to tell you about an excessive heat watch that goes into effect on Saturday and the triple-digit heat on the way in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Well, a woman is now dead after being hit by a car in downtown Spokane this morning. It happened on 4th Avenue between Monroe and Lincoln near Deaconess Hospital. According to the Spokane Police Department, that woman was riding a scooter when a car pulled into the intersection and hit her. People in the area performed CPR until help arrived, but that woman died at the scene. Investigators say the driver is cooperating, and it appears the driver was not impaired. A woman who allegedly told police she shot and killed her father last week in North Spokane nearly pleaded guilty during her arraignment today. This is video of 31-year-old Alyssa Bradburn in court last week. And today, when the judge asked her if she understood the charge of first-degree murder, Bradburn replied yes. The judge then asked Bradburn how she pleaded. Bradburn paused for a moment before leaning into the microphone and said guilty. Her attorney immediately leaned in, telling the judge Bradburn misspoke and she's pleading not guilty. The judge then accepted the not guilty plea. According to court documents, Bradburn had said that she had planned for weeks to kill her father, 68-year-old Timothy Bradburn. Bradburn's expected to be back in court in early August. Finding affordable housing and stable housing in Spokane has become a major challenge for so many, resulting in many people not being able to afford a place to live. Spokane Housing Authority is reopening applications for its housing voucher program on July 30th. Hunter Bertram's live in studio now with what you need to do now ahead of the application window.
Yeah, thanks, Kirsten. The application window last opened in 2016. It took 8 years to work through that list of qualified applicants. This window will close on August 5th at 5 p.m. To qualify, as you can see behind me, for instance, a family of 3 can make up to $44,050 annually. This program works with landlords throughout Spokane to cover up to 70% of a tenant's rent. If an apartment costs $1,000, the renter would only need to pay $300 to $400. In addition, the more applicants during the open window helps better gauge the need in our community.
You know, developing the list, it certainly helps us understand what the need is in the community and helps us communicate that to our funders and certainly to other partners that play a role in other parts of the housing system.
And applying is straightforward. You must create an account on the Spokane Housing Authority's website and submit an application when the window opens. The application requires a working email address, social security number, and the name and ages of all people who would be living in the home. For specifics on if you qualify, head to our website at kxly.com. So go ahead and mark your calendars now, as it's unknown when this application could open again. In studio, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Hunter. Well, this week, a quarter of the country is expected to travel to celebrate the 4th of July. We'll explain some of the issues at airports across the U.S. that could delay your flight. And new studies suggest that kids born during the pandemic are missing some important skills as they enter kindergarten.
So much brain growth happens in the first 4 years, particularly in the first 2 years.
The skills a large number of kids are missing as they're going into kindergarten. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Save your greed!
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Perfection Tire carries a full line of Cooper tires with advanced safety features, warranties, and competitive pricing.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
Can you do this? As early as your 40s, you may lose muscle and strength. Protein supports muscle health. Ensure Max Protein has a 30-gram blend of high-quality protein to feed muscles for up to 7 hours. So take the challenge. Ensure nutrition for strength and energy.
Don't miss Frozen, the musical audiences and critics are melting for. This is your chance to embrace the magic, celebrate friendship, share the joy, and let it go like never before. Disney's Frozen is coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Don't be left out in the cold. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Satay Bistro, Coeur d'Alene's culinary extravaganza of American fusion dining. From our extensive wine cellar to our unforgettably decadent menu, we'll move your experience beyond ordinary to the extraordinary. Satay Bistro, just off the 4th Street exit in Coeur d'Alene.
The DQ freezer is opening. All the Blizzard flavors of the past call it home. But which one is making a triumphant return? It's the unshareable salted caramel truffle Blizzard, back for a limited time. Salted caramel truffles, toffee pieces, choco chunks. Yep, he's getting his own. Hurry in and get this flavor before the DQ freezer closes.
Hi, I'm Doug Trudeau with Trudeau's Marina. It's summertime. It's time to get out on the water and experience the fun of boating. We have a huge selection of new boats to choose from. Find the best fit for you and your family at Trudeau's Marina. All our boats are powered by Mercruiser. So if you're in the market for a boat, come in and see us at Trudeau's Marina in downtown Spokane.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back. The COVID-19 pandemic has been over for more than a year, but it's had a lasting impact on kids and their education, especially for younger kids. ABC's Lionel Moise explains.
Experts are citing new data showing the pandemic has hindered the learning and development of the youngest Americans. The New York Times reviewed several studies and interviewed teachers who say young children are now far behind in some of the most critical areas.
So holding a pencil correctly, opening your milk, right, when you go through the lunch line, tying your shoes. Those used to be expectations for kindergarten that teachers you didn't have to help with, and they're doing a lot more of that.
Many are entering school lagging in the basics, like being able to identify shapes and letters or being potty trained. And another concern, social skills, with pandemic-era babies now often struggling to solve problems with peers, communicate needs, or manage emotions. COVID lockdowns meant kids spent more time on screens and lost critical play and imagination time, which is how they learn.
That meant disrupting social interactions, which we know are the foundation of brain development for little kids. So much brain growth happens in the first 4 years, particularly in the first 2 years. And we basically said, put on a mask, stay away from grown-ups, don't talk to other kids.
Researchers say Black and Hispanic children were left most behind, and boys were more affected than girls. The good news, young children are resilient.
So can you talk to me about the positives of realizing that there's an issue now and knowing that there are ways to intervene, and what are some of those interventions that can be done?
It's rich environments with lots of language, the back and forth where a child says something and a parent or a caregiver responds. That's how brains learn. High quality early childhood education.
Dr. Peterson also noted early intervention and working with teachers and your pediatrician on an individualized plan for your child can help them get on track. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
A little bit warmer for Wednesday. We're heading into the mid-80s, but we haven't seen anything yet. Triple-digit heat in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by All Wheels Swap Meet, July 6th and 7th.
Stay refreshed at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino with your chance to win up to $5,000 cash in the Coolers of Cash giveaway. Earn entries by playing your favorite slot machine and double up your odds every Monday and Friday with 2 times the entries. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
What can we make for you today from the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana?
Where are the most beautiful main streets in America? GMA's celebrating July 4th week, popping up live on main streets across the country, filled with the coolest small businesses and local charm. Will we be near you this week on
Good Morning America? Good Morning America. Good Morning America.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
I'm Chad Young from the Easy Home Buyer, and I pay cash for houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast for cash, call us today for your no-obligation as-is cash offer. We buy houses in any condition, and there are no fees, no commissions, and no repairs. We buy houses with tenants, fixer-uppers, bare land, even haunted houses. Woo! Call us today or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Elevate your game at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. Our expanded gaming floor now features over 900 of your favorite slots, plus all new table games. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
Welcome back. This is so weird. We had to put it on TV for you. The newest flavor of instant ramen from Cup Noodle. The company says the limited edition sauce-based s'mores flavors contain, I'm sure you can guess, marshmallow and graham crackers. And it also comes with mini marshmallows to throw on top. I think that's the first time I've heard of like a dessert soup. I'm trying to think of other, no, I can't think of anything else. That's weird.
No. And I'm not opposed. I'm opposed to the entire thing. I changed my mind. I can't break it down. No.
We don't have to be positive about this one.
Okay, no. I'm going to draw the line at s'mores cup noodles.
That's gross.
Jeez Louise, have a salad.
Yeah. Or a regular cup noodle.
Yeah. But you won't even want to be anywhere near soup for the next several days. Just get a watermelon and the grill going, and don't heat up the house because we have a warming trend in the forecast. We're going to be in the 90s by Friday. We've had a 90-degree day, so that is not uncharted territory. But then we start getting into the mid-90s. Saturday, an excessive heat watch goes into effect in the afternoon, continues all the way beyond beyond the 7-day forecast. We have triple-digit heat on the way for next week. Our temperature trend tomorrow, 83, still in the comfort zone, but almost not. And then we're up to 87 on the 4th of July, and then deep into the 90s by the time we're in the weekend. 100 degrees next Tuesday. It's a long ways away, but the confidence is high that we are going to be seeing temperatures get up into that excessive heat range, and that is why an excessive heat watch has been issued. Not a warning yet because we are still several days away, but for the area that is colored in dark red from Saturday afternoon through Tuesday evening, and looks like it may continue beyond. We have a ridge of high pressure, strong ridge of high pressure taking over. We've been on the edge of this ridge that has allowed some weak disturbances out of Canada to just clip the northern panhandle of Idaho, and that will happen again tomorrow with the potential for those isolated showers and thunderstorms, and then should be into the sunshine throughout the entire region on Thursday. Wednesday morning's low temperatures, here's some good news. If you're not crazy about the heat, will actually be right about average, if not just a touch below. 45 in Colville. We'll be in the lower 50s in Spokane and Sandpoint and Pullman. Right around the Spokane area, temperatures dropping into the 40s in Spangle as well as Spirit Lake. 52 tomorrow morning in Meade. High temperatures tomorrow a little above average in eastern Washington, but with a few more clouds drifting through to the north and east, we'll see temperatures staying in the 70s in Spirit Lake as well as Hayden and Coeur d'Alene. 81 in Spangle, 82 tomorrow in Deer Park. Around the region, mostly in the 80s, a few spots in the 70s, no 90s on the map, but that is on the way, as well as those triple digits, as I mentioned. Beautiful 4th of July. Then we are looking at a hot weekend, definitely lake-worthy, and then we're into those upper 90s and triple digits Monday and Tuesday, and I think we're going to need to get acclimated to that heat. It's going to be sticking around beyond the 7-day forecast. I'll be back with more on that in the next half hour. Kirsten.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Take a look at this video of the storm surge from Hurricane Beryl in Puerto Rico. As of now, the storm has killed at least 6 people in the Caribbean and South America. The storm is already breaking records. ABC's Alexis Christoforous explains.
Beryl weakening, but still a life-threatening major hurricane after reaching Category 5 strength Monday night in the Caribbean Sea. The monster storm making history, becoming the earliest Cat 5 on record to form in the Atlantic. The deadly storm whipsawing St. Vincent and the Grenadines Tuesday with 165-mile-per-hour winds, leveling parts of the island of Carriacou in Grenada, where it made landfall as a Cat 4. The roof was ripped right off Tammy Duncan's home in the Grenadines.
Yep, I'm homeless.
Beryl now headed for Jamaica, where it's expected to bring life-threatening winds Wednesday morning and dump up to a foot of rain on the island with an 8-foot storm surge.
Only hope and pray it change. Just get a little slight change.
Meteorologists saying record warm ocean waters fueling the quick intensity of the storm. President Biden pledging support for storm-ravaged regions and rolling out the nation's first ever federal standard to protect workers from extreme heat on the job. If approved, the new rules would mandate that employers provide workers with things like paid rest breaks and water.
This new rule will substantially reduce heat injuries, illnesses, and deaths for over 36 million workers.
It comes as 80 million Americans are under extreme heat alerts today, including Phoenix, where last year a record 645 people died from heat-related illnesses. Emergency workers now using a new method to treat heat stroke patients, putting them in a bag filled with ice. ABC's chief meteorologist Ginger Z is there.
They've seen an increase in just the last 2 years of heat-related calls of nearly 60%.
President Biden's new on-the-job heat rules face an uncertain future. If Donald Trump wins the White House again, he's pledged to roll back portions of Biden's climate change agenda, leaving the heat rules in the hands of voters in the November election. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
Still ahead on 4 News Now.
It's infuriating.
Yeah.
If anyone deserves to know what happened to the last moments of their child, it's the parents.
The parents of a University of Idaho student murdered speak about the accused killer's trial date. Hear from the parents as they're trying to heal, coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Frozen is Disney's latest hit Broadway musical. From the producer of The Lion King comes the show audiences and critics are melting for.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our 4th of July celebration and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock Get It Today inventory in our region. Elevate your laundry experience with this 2-in-1 washer and dryer combo, which lets you complete a large load of laundry in about 2 hours without needing to transfer the load. It's one and done. In stock and on sale for only $19.99. We sell appliances. Only appliances.
Huh, never a doubt. See our great selection of Tundras with backup assist technology and other advanced features at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,500 off your complete bathroom remodel.
4 News Now is brought to you by Canopy Credit Union.
Welcome back. This week is one of the busiest travel weeks of the year, and already we've seen major issues at some of the busiest airports in the U.S. ABC's Zoreen Shah has the story.
An air traffic controller shortage right as millions are taking to the skies for the 4th of July led to severe disruptions at Newark Airport yesterday, impacting airports across the country.
Told us they were taking the long route.
Jason and Nicole say their flight from Fort Lauderdale to Newark was majorly delayed.
Everybody's trying to do their best, but I mean, as a traveler, yeah, it's not great. It totally derailed our whole day.
40% of departing aircrafts and 38% of arrivals all delayed. 71 flights were simply canceled.
I mean, unfortunate that they don't have the facilities to take care of it, I guess.
Over in Philadelphia, it was the storms through Monday that caused major cancellations and delays.
It's very frustrating.
Passengers there waiting through nearly 400 delays and 180 cancellations.
Oh my God, it was a disaster.
The FAA expecting nearly 41,000 flights today and tomorrow, with a slowdown taking place on the 4th, the slowest day of the holiday week. But there is some relief on the roads, where AAA expects over 70 million Americans to leave 50 miles or further from their homes. The Energy Department says they are selling 1 million barrels of gasoline, which could help lower gas prices. AAA is projecting that nearly a quarter of the country is going to be traveling, and not all by plane or car. AAA says nearly 5 million people will be traveling by bus, cruise, or trains, which is up almost 10% from last year. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And we have much more coming up tonight at 6:30.
Pick your poison. Maybe it's a hot dog.
Including a new study that suggests some of your favorite 4th of July foods could be taking years off your life. We'll explain how much time you could be losing coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Arby's Deluxe Burger. Have you ever seen such a well-crafted burger? Oh, Arby's Big Cheesy Bacon Burger. Have you ever seen such a... Arby's, we have the meat.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove helps repair it. So if you shave it, Dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
Most deodorants just do armpits. Dove does more. Meet Dove Whole Body Deo for thighs, shoulders, knees, and those. Try new Dove Whole Body Deodorant.
It's Coeur d'Alene Casino's Core Stars Entertainment Series. Tesla's bluesy, soulful rock sound still roaring and soaring live Thursday, July 25th. I love you. Don't miss Parmalee, contemporary country hitmakers, live Thursday, September 12th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 10th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDA.com to buy your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning. The Gamma knife we have here in Spokane is the state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line Gamma knife that is available in the world.
The brain is high-priced real estate. It's very important for cognition, physical function. You only want to hit the tumor and give very, very little dose to the surrounding brain.
It's the only machine capable of delivering this type of precision and with almost no interruption in any of the other treatments that they need.
Not only is this the best radiation technology, but it's delivered by a caring team of professionals who have been doing this for decades.
GMC of Riverfront Park is starting the 4th of July party with a 4th of July sale. Let freedom ring with a 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab Pro 4x4 with up to $14,000 in savings. With a Turbo Max engine and top-tier towing, the Sierra 1500 is perfect for towing your toys. Take $4,000 off MSRP on the powerful 2024 Canyon Crew Cab Elevation. These 4th of July deals are so hot, they're explosive. GMC of Riverfront Park is family-owned and operated and home of warranty forever.
Arby's has let other burger joints have their little fun. Playtime is over. The meat professionals will take it from here. Arby's, we have the meat.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
It's infuriating.
Yeah.
If anyone deserves to know what happened to the last moments of their child, it's the parents.
The Moscow murders case of 4 University of Idaho students is widely known, but the details of their final moments remain a mystery, even to the families of the victims. Hunter Bertram sat down with Kaylee Gonsalves' parents, one of the 4 students who was killed, to talk about the year and a half that's passed and how they feel about the trial date.
Yeah, Kirsten, the trial for the 4 students murdered is set to begin 2.5 years after the killings. Judge John Judge of Latah County has tentatively scheduled the trial to start in June of 2025. Christy Gonsalves says it's a constant struggle to maintain a clear mind after experiencing such a tragic loss.
Even the smallest movement in those court dates that we've had for even the smallest motions and whatnot, just really, I kind of lose it.
More than 2.5 years since their daughter was brutally murdered, justice may be served.
But we do look forward to the court date because then I feel like as a family we truly can heal and we can.
Oh, I look forward to, I look forward to
it being over.
It being over, very much so.
When it comes, they say it will be shocking, finally revealing the truth of that deadly night.
It's just wrong to be shut out of your own child's life. It's not a good feeling.
And we'll learn in trial when everybody else does, you know, which is really hard.
A court-issued gag order has kept them in the dark.
The gag order, I don't think, has been helpful for us or necessarily for the case, just because it protects him. You know, it protects the defendant.
Without much public information about their daughter's murder, they believe that some people are exploiting the gaps in what happened that night for their own gain.
It's terrible to see people making money off your misery. You know, they're literally trying to make some kind of name for themselves in money, and you know, they've tried to pull us in. We've tried to stay out of all these type of activities because we feel like the story's not over.
And this story, of course, is far from over.
Yeah, Hunter, we were still waiting to find out if the murder trial is going to be moved out of Latah County. Did you talk to Christy and Steve about that and get their reaction?
Yeah, we discussed the possibility of relocating the trial from Latah County, but they insist that it should remain there. They claim that these murders have deeply impacted the communities and is well known throughout the entire state of Idaho.
Yeah, it's a tough story to tell, and we're glad that you were able to connect with the family. Thank you for bringing this story to our viewers, Hunter. And the next hearing that we know about on a possible change of venue is set for August. Let's go ahead and send things over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
4 things to know about your weather. A warming trend is underway. We'll be in the 90s by Friday. Then, as we get into the weekend, an excessive heat watch kicks in as temperatures climb into the mid and upper 90s, and it looks like we may even be in the triple digits next week. We should make it into the triple digits in some communities before then. Now, Wednesday, we will still be in the comfort zone, especially in the morning. We start the day off in Spokane at 52 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Winds generally light tomorrow, less than 10 miles per hour. In the afternoon, we may start to see a little bit of a breeze picking up, just enough to cool you off, though. Not a windy day by any stretch. 77 by 1 o'clock. Then we're into the 80s by 3, heading to a high of 83. Our average high is 79, so a little above average, but we're going to see this temperature jump more than 15 degrees through the 7-day forecast, and it looks like the heat is going to be sticking around beyond that. I will be back with your 8 to 14-day outlook and let you know how hot it is going to get this week in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. And with temperatures rising this week, that also means increased fire risk. To try and prevent the risk of a wildfire, Avista is implementing a new strategy that could lead to more power outages. Tonight, the power company is hosting a telephone town hall to answer questions about its new power shutoffs for wildfire protection. Avista says that if extreme weather conditions are forecast, like low humidity or strong winds, it will turn off power to protect against fire risk. A common misconception about this new program, though, is that it will mean rolling blackouts for entire communities at a time.
For example, if National Weather Service issues a red flag warning across our region, which is often very, very wide, we have the ability to take all of that information in and understand the impacts at a circuit level to try to be very surgical in our approach to when we would actually proactively de-energize.
Avista's telephone town hall is tonight at 6 p.m. Customers will be able to ask questions relating to their new wildfire mitigation plan and more. For more information, you can go to our website, kxly.com. People in Spokane County can now download a new app meant to give you a wide range of public safety resources right at your fingertips. The new app is called SREC 911. In the app, you'll be able to find interactive evacuation maps when wildfires start, and you can look up your own home address and receive alerts. It also allows you to file online crime check reports. The app is currently available in both the Apple app and Google Play stores. Around the Northwest, near Richland, Washington, crews have removed about 3 million gallons of radioactive waste from 21 underground storage tanks, marking an important moment for the cleanup of the Hanford site. From 1944 to 1989, Hanford produced 74 tons of plutonium for the country's nuclear weapons program. The radioactive and chemical byproducts were stored in thick, reinforced concrete tanks underground to shield workers from radiation. Well, as you can see in this video from Washington River Protection Solutions, workers are now moving waste from the old tanks to new ones with better liners and leak protection. These new tanks will feed into the nearby waste treatment plant that will start up next year. Crews will start emptying the 22nd tank soon. There are 177 tanks total. Sodas, hot dogs, and packaged bread can be found at almost every 4th of July celebration, but a new study is suggesting that ultra-processed foods, those convenient, ready-to-eat items, could be cutting your life short. These foods are a staple in many diets, but come with significant health risks. CNN's Julia Vargas shows us more.
A preliminary study tracking over 500,000 people for nearly 3 decades found that eating higher levels of ultra-processed food may shorten lifespans by 15% for men and 14% for women. One of the greatest culprits, experts say,
is sodas and sugar-sweetened beverages.
Processed meats such as bacon, sausages, and deli meats also rank high, linked to heart disease and diabetes. Another recent study found consumption of ultra-processed foods has doubled between the mid-1980s and 2018. These items now making up as much as 60% of the average American diet.
They're leading to inflammation. They're leading to more fat storage, causing high amounts of sodium, which is leading to elevated blood pressure, which also increases your risk of stroke. Artificial ingredients have also linked to cancer. Specifically, processed meats have been considered a carcinogen.
Choosing whole foods can make a significant difference in long-term health.
That means it's a single ingredient food like apple, grape, orange, cucumber, potato, chicken. Those are one ingredient foods. Those are the foods we really want to focus on.
But if your cravings won't subside,
pick your poison. Maybe it's a hot dog. Maybe it's a regular soda or diet soda. And have it very infrequently for special occasions.
Julia Vargas Jones, Los Angeles.
One of the most popular basketball games in our state could return.
Yeah, why the matchup between Gonzaga and Washington was called off and how soon it could make a comeback. That's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Have you worked or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? You may have been exposed to harmful Libby amphibole asbestos. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Contact the Card Clinic at libbyasbestos.org.
$20 you miss.
Yeah?
Boom! Show me the money. Here's your check. A check? You're never gonna cash it. What are you doing? Depositing the check with P1FCU Mobile Banking. Bet you didn't think that one through, did you? Come on.
Get a free Ascend checking account with great benefits at p1fcu.org/free.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bathfitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bathfitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
As far as I'm concerned, Expo 74 saved the downtown area.
Well, I was overwhelmed with the beautification because it was not a pretty area prior to Expo. But opening it up and taking the railroad tracks away, and I couldn't believe the vision of people and their foresight in seeing what could happen. One of my favorite children's books is The Little Engine That Could. And I tell you, Expo reminded me every day that we can.
Have you worked or enjoyed the outdoors in Lincoln County before 2014? You may have been exposed to harmful Libby amphibole asbestos. Get your free asbestos health screening today. Don't wait. Early detection is key. Contact the Card Clinic at libbyasbestos.org.
Air conditioner thefts. It's an epidemic. Next in Sun Edition, how thieves are stealing air conditioners across the USA, from right outside your window to huge commercial units. Then, what this passenger says happened to her on an airline will shock you. She says she ended up sitting next to a sexual predator in first class.
It was horrifying.
Watch the next in Sun Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
We have some breaking news out of Grant County tonight. Highway 17 is closed between 282 and Highway 28, just south of Soap Lake, because of a wildfire. This is according to the sheriff's office. That fire is burning on both sides of the highway, and it is said to have originated at the Ephrata gun range. Again, this is developing. We will update you as soon as we learn more details. One of the premier college basketball games in our state could soon return. The series between Gonzaga and the University of Washington could resume after next season. Sports director Julian Minnesota is here now. And Julian, what are the chances this actually happens?
Well, reports say University of Washington head coach Danny Sprinkle is hopeful to continue the series against Gonzaga. The Huskies were scheduled to visit Spokane this upcoming season, but the game was called off. Sprinkle is entering his first season as UW's head coach, and the Huskies are entering their first season in the Big Ten. It would have been the third of a 4-game series that went through 2025-2026. Gonzaga had won 7 straight games over the Huskies before last season when Washington upset the Bulldogs in Seattle. Gonzaga still has one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the country without Washington. They will take on Kentucky at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle in December, UCLA at the Intuit Dome in LA, and defending champ UConn at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The Bulldogs also have a road matchup against San Diego State in there too. Now, since the game with Washington was canceled, the Zags are reportedly adding a matchup against Nicholls State, who is a Southland Conference runner-up to McNeese State, who Gonzaga beat in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Now, the Gonzaga women's team will have their star player represent her country at the Olympic Games. Yvonne Ejim was named to the final roster for Team Canada. Ejim was the WCC Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. The tournament for the women's side is scheduled from July 27th to August 11th. Now, it could be a make-or-break week for the Seattle Mariners. Just a few weeks ago, Seattle had a 10-game lead in the AL West Division. That lead now has dwindled down to just 3 games. Seattle will host the Baltimore Orioles starting tonight. Baltimore has one of the best records in baseball, and the series is a good test to see how Seattle stacks up against a World Series contender. Manager Scott Servais says his team can't make the same mistakes they did in the series loss to the Minnesota Twins over the weekend.
We competed our tail off. You know, we're trying to figure out a way to scratch and claw and get back in the game. And we did. Just weren't able to hold them down at the end. And you look at the series, how it played out. You're right there with them. They got a couple big home runs late in games, and that was the deciding factor.
Now, this game is just getting underway at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. We're going to have highlights at 11 o'clock.
And we're starting to plan ahead and try to figure out when we're going to go see the Mariners. My family is.
There you go.
But there's some big games, so those tickets are expensive.
Yeah, you got the Baltimore now, and then the Toronto Blue Jays are coming in for 4th of July weekend, which is huge because you get a lot of fans coming down from Canada.
Yeah,
so.
I think we'll be waiting a little while.
Yeah.
Thanks, Julian.
Beautiful weather for Wednesday, and not hot yet. We're heading up to a high of 83. That is a little above our average high of 79. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. We are not going to be short on that. I'll have more in your 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Mississauga Casino Hotel is open. Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge open to the public daily starting at 3 p.m. north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Culligan, the water wizard of Oz.
Are you struggling to get through the day? Are you experiencing chronic pain, burning, numbness, and tingling in your hands or feet? Pay attention, because you are probably experiencing peripheral neuropathy. The most common symptoms are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, and problems with balance. Neuropathy is treatable, and our office can help. It's time to get real results. Pick up your phone and call us right now. If you're one of the first 25 callers, you'll receive a free nerve damage screening. This nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious nerve damage and if you're qualified for our cutting-edge treatment program to stop the nerve damage. Don't wait until it's too late and your symptoms get so bad that you lose your freedom and are restricted to a wheelchair, walker, or need amputation. Call now to be one of the first 25 callers to receive a free nerve damage screening. Hurry, call now to find out if you qualify for our free nerve damage screening and see how we can change your life. It's time to feel better. Call today.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our 4th of July celebration and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock get-it-today inventory in our region. Refresh your laundry routine with this GE front-load washer and dryer set, now just $6.99 each. These high-efficiency machines offer advanced features like steam cleaning and quick wash settings, making laundry less a chore and more of a breeze. We sell appliances. Only appliances.
It's the big 4th of July sale this week at Walker's.
With big discounts on all your favorite name brand furniture items. Or pay for it over time with no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Mr. Quack Casino Hotel is open. Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge open to the public daily starting at 3 p.m. north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
We're taking a live look now at Riverfront Park, where you can see all of the rides are already starting to go up. They're putting the finishing touches on the ICCU Summer Carnival that opens tomorrow, in case you're planning to go out there. It looks fun. A little bit of a shake to our camera there.
It does look like fun. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a breeze here late in the day. It's a good cool your thinking cool thoughts as we get into the next few days and let yourself get acclimated to what is to come. Here are the current winds across the region. We have 25-mile-per-hour gusts common across the region, with those showers passing by to the north. Now, tomorrow will be a calmer day, but there's still a little bit of a breeze in the afternoon. Feels good if you're out for a late evening jog. High today, 80 degrees, 79 is our average high, so we're right there in the ballpark. 102 our record. We are going to have a warming trend that takes us up to 100 degrees by Tuesday, this time next week. Slow at first. We'll be in the 80s, mid-80s, then a big jump from Thursday to Friday, and then we just keep on warming. There is an excessive heat watch that goes into effect Saturday afternoon through Tuesday evening. We're giving you a lot of notice on this, so you have plenty of time to come up with some strategies. Stockpile that water. Get your fans now before they sell out at the store, and prepare to find some ways to stay cool. Tracking our weather pattern, it is a ridge of high pressure. We've been on this northeastern edge of it, which has allowed those systems to drop in from Canada and just clip our mountains with the showers and isolated thunderstorms that we've seen the past couple of days and will again tomorrow. As we go into the extended forecast, that ridge of high pressure is going to keep things hot in the 8 to 14-day outlook. This is July 10th through July 16th. Now, the hottest weather is well to our south and east over southeastern Idaho, but we are in that medium to dark red, indicating a very strong signal of above average temperatures, and in that lighter brown below average precipitation. July is a very dry month in the inland northwest. We have made it the entire month without a drop of rain in the past, so it doesn't take much to be below average precipitation wise. We don't count on a lot of rain during the month of July. Wednesday morning's lows will be down in the 50s and even the 40s in some locations. 60 in Grand Coulee and Lewiston. These temperatures are actually right about average, if not a little bit below. Tomorrow, you'll notice a difference in temperatures between eastern Washington, all in the 80s, except Pullman, 78, although that forecast is for the Moscow-Pullman Airport. So right between, I digress, we have cooler weather in the panhandle of Idaho with a few more clouds and still the potential for some showers up around Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint in the afternoon. for the 4th of July. 87 degrees and sunny. Then the 90s with a lot of sunshine through the 7-day forecast. No shortage of blue skies during this time period, but we are going to have to get serious about some of our heat mitigation strategies as we get into the weekend and early next week. Keeping an eye on our elderly neighbors and taking care of ourselves. That heat can take a toll, Kirsten.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about ahead of time, not when it gets too warm. Thank you, Chris. Well, around the nation, today marks the 60th anniversary since the Civil Rights Act of 1964 became law. President Lyndon B. Johnson delivered what would become a historic speech on the significance of the bill.
Their cause must be our cause too. Because it's not just Negroes, but really it's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice. And we shall overcome.
President Johnson spoke in front of lawmakers and civil rights leaders who pushed for the bill. The late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was among those at the White House that day. The Civil Rights Act prohibits discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, and national origin. The bill also forbids discrimination in voting, public facilities, education, and federally financed programs. A new drug that is designated to slow the progression of early stages of Alzheimer's was approved by the FDA today. The new drug made by Eli Lilly will cost around $695 a vial before insurance. That would come to about $12,500 for a 6-month course, or roughly $32,000 a year depending on the length of the treatment. A clinical trial showed the drug slowed the progression of the disease, allowing patients to live independent lives longer. The Alzheimer's Foundation of America released a statement reading in part, "This is another positive sign of further progress, but we must keep moving forward until we reach the finish line, a cure for Alzheimer's disease." Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Next ET Behind the Scenes with Sandra Bullock. 35 years of never-before-seen interviews. It's a special ET Vault Unlocked.
Have a wonderful day.
Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Let's have a good time.
Tuesday, July 9th. It's an all-new season of Celebrity Family Feud.
Team Megan. We made it to Family Feud.
And a special look back at decades of laughs.
That's different.
It all starts Tuesday, July 9th on ABC.
This home is my dream home. My mother's from the South. Her favorite tree was a magnolia tree. I asked the real estate agent, "Is that a magnolia tree?" And she said yes, and it was almost as though my mother was speaking to me saying, "Yeah, this is the house," you know? BECU made all of this possible. Historically speaking, my ancestors couldn't always buy homes, and that's how you build wealth, right? With this home, I have something to pass along to my family.
Embrace the magic, celebrate friendship, and share the joy at Disney's Frozen the Musical.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th through August 4th. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
At America Northwest Plumbing, they do everything from service calls to bathroom remodels to new construction. They can take care of your plumbing solutions no matter what the need. They are dedicated, professional, and dependable. Call or click America Northwest Plumbing today, your one-stop plumbing shop.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Hey, honey, I hear that Eagle Rock RV and boat storage can accommodate all of our storage needs.
Yeah, and all indoor units are powered with lighting and plug-ins to keep our RV and boat batteries charged.
And you know what I love? The extra wide driveways. It makes it easy to move around.
And I love their motto, protect and preserve. And they use a state-of-the-art security system with awesome customer service.
And they're staffed 7 days a week for indoor and outdoor storage access.
Eagle Rock RV and boat storage. All the fun you can fit into summer.
Call or click today to check out their units.
Par, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you going to build?
Coming up tonight on Nightside, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission wants to raise awareness about the dangers of fireworks. They're doing it by blowing up dummies, as you saw there. A look at the damage at 11.
Be careful.
Yeah. Think about.